Welcome back. We're now going to learn some of the basics of yoga from Anna Bradley, a certified yoga instructor. So Anna, take it away.
Thanks. You know, the first thing that I want to point out is that there's a lot of different tools that we can use to do yoga. Okay. So I brought some of them with me, and not all of these things are really required. They're good ideas, but you can kind of substitute with things around your house. Okay. So first we have yoga mats. Obviously you can get these pretty much anywhere lately. Okay. You want anything that's going to be a little bit sticky. And you'll also notice that it's not too thick. Sometimes what people sell are these thicker foam mats that slide around a lot. You want something where you feel like you have good traction. Okay. So I'm just going to put that off to the side. And then I also have here these big black pillows. They're called bolsters. And these can be really useful for a lot of reasons. And you can buy a bolster if you want, something in this shape. But you can also use couch cushions are often a really good alternative, or even just pillows off your bed. You can stack a couple of those up.
Great.
And the same with blocks. This is just a yoga block. Shoe boxes work really well, cereal boxes, things like that. Okay. So also just handy. These bring the ground a little closer to us, give us a little more space in our practice.
And they're lightweight, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, very lightweight.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to drop it on your feet.
No.
That really hurts,
yeah.
but you can. They are pretty lightweight.
Okay.
So the first thing that we're going to do then is we're just going to start off doing a little bit of movement in the chair. And that's because everybody has chairs in their home, okay? So we're just going to start off by grounding the feet down and take a look, make sure that the ankles are right underneath of the knees, so we've got a good 90-degree angle. Okay. And here, the way I'm set up in this chair, I happen to be the right height so that my hips are a little bit above the knees, and that's perfect. Okay. If you are not quite that way, then finding a different chair where you can adjust the height can be helpful, not that important. Okay. And I'm sitting right on the edge of the chair. So you have these two round bones at the bottom of your body that we call our sits bones, and those are kind of hooking you onto the chair. Okay. And then what we do is we start to reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling so that we're sitting in this upright but not uptight position. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to practice a sun salutation, and we're going to do that by combining breath with movement. So I think it's important to remember that if you want to start practicing yoga in your house, if you can't remember when to breathe with what movement, it really doesn't matter. Just breathe and move, okay? So we work a lot on letting go of that idea that it needs to be perfect. We're just moving and breathing, okay? So go ahead and take an inhale and start to reach up, and you might lift the gaze. Palms can spin in to face each other, but if you have tight shoulders, then they can come a little wider, okay? They don't need to be straight up overhead. And then as you exhale, we're going to start to let the hands come to the knees, and I'm actually just going to base my forearms on the tops of my thigh bones and let the crown of my head start to hang towards the floor. And this is a really gentle, supported forward fold. If you start to feel really comfortable here, if you feel like you don't have any neck pain, if you don't have any blood pressure issues, things like that, then you can start to reach the hands down to the floor if you'd like, and that's where the block can come in handy. So I'll just show that here. If you have one in your house, then you can place your hands on that. So go ahead and take that. Okay. Perfect. Okay. And then from there, we're going to inhale, let the hands come back to the knees, and just pull the crown of the head to the space where the wall and ceiling come together. So we're finding a nice long spine here. We're at a bit of an angle, like the crown of the head is an extension straight from the collarbones. And as you exhale, find that forward fold again, either forearms on the knees or the hands on the block. And as you inhale, let the hands come back to the knees, start to lift with the head. We're coming all the way back up, reach the hands overhead. And as you exhale, let them pull back down through the center line. Nice, let's do that a couple more times together.
I did it.
You did do it. You did great. Okay. Inhale to reach up. And exhale to let the hands come down and find that forward fold. I'm just going to base on my forearms here. Inhale, we're going to find what we call that halfway lift. So we're starting to reach the crown of the head at that angle. And exhale to soften again. Inhaling to come all the way up, pressing down in the feet, reaching up high, and then exhaling to let the hands come back down through center. And that's a sun salutation, and you can just do those a handful of times. Okay. You can also do them standing. So let's go ahead and come up, and I'm going to turn my chair to face you. Okay. I'm going to get this mat out of the way. Okay, so a chair is a really helpful tool. Again, it just brings the ground a little closer to you. We can also use countertops, are about the same angle. And I think it's important to remember that you can be washing dishes and doing some of these poses, right?
Okay.
You can base on one foot and do a tree pose, bring the sole of your foot to the inside of your leg. You can do all kinds of different balancing poses from here. You can practice taking a hand up and both up. You can be brushing your teeth,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
awesome.
it doesn't have to be anything where you set aside this huge chunk of your day. If you can, then that's great,
Okay.
but if you can't, then that's fine too. So we're gonna practice that sun salutation, but now standing with the chair.
Okay.
So go ahead and inhale to reach up, and exhale to let the hands come down. And I'm just gonna step back a little bit, and I'm gonna let my forehead come and rest on top of my hands. And again, if you're feeling really comfortable with a forward fold, then you can play with using the hands to support on the chair and letting the head come down a little bit further. It's just what you're comfortable with in your back. And then from there, we're gonna find our halfway lift. So with an inhale, I'm just gonna base the hands on my chair, pressing down, spreading through the fingers, and I'm gonna start to reach the crown of the head through the collarbones. Taking another big breath in here, and exhale, go ahead and soften, maybe bend in the knees a little bit. And as we inhale, press down in the feet to come all the way back up again, reaching overhead. And let the hands come back down. Okay. Let's do that one more time through if we have time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to bend in the knees a little and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold again. Inhale, press down in the feet, lead with the head as you come up. And exhale, the hands back to center. Do we have time for one more?
We have about 30 seconds left.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna show one it's a really nice restorative pose.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the bolster here.
Okay.
And so I won't make you get down on the floor. I'll just
Okay.
demonstrate this one for
Okay,
myself.
perfect.
So taking a couple of pillows can be good too, but you can also do this with your back straight on the floor. And I'm just gonna get my hips slightly lifted and put my legs up the chair. And you can also use a wall in your house for this. And this is a really great restful pose. It helps our blood pressure. A lot of good oxygenated blood gets to our heads and sends nice calming messages to our body.
Perfect. What a great way to end the segment. Thank you so much, Anna, for sharing and showing us how to do meditation and yoga.
My pleasure.
I hope our viewers at home have enjoyed this week's show. Until next week, stay fit, stay well, and stay healthy for life with Healthy Living for Life.
Healthy Living for Life is brought to you by Mountain Pacific Quality Health. We'd love to hear from you. If you have suggestions for future programs, visit our website at mpqhf.org or call us at 406-443-4020. You can also catch us on YouTube by visiting our website and clicking on the YouTube icon. Special thanks to Fire Tower Coffee House and Roasters. Production facilities provided by Video Express Productions.